a weird age in American politics where it's kind of shifting for the better. It used to be, and something I bitch about a lot, it used to be that people would have this weird decorum about how they would address one another in the halls of Congress. My good friend across the aisle, blah, 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 when they were diametrically opposed to things of substance. I'm not talking about policy, tax policy, trade policy. I'm talking about human rights. People who were diametrically opposed talked to each other glad-handed like they were buddies. And that's starting to fade away. This is what progress is. And yesterday at a committee, Maxwell Frost, a freshman member, tongue-tied there, a freshman congressman, called out Marjorie Taylor Greene on the floor after her questioning for being a white nationalist, for being a white supremacist, for speaking at Nazi rallies and then excusing it. We need more of this. Unfortunately, there is a small subsection in the House that is readily available to be there for this. It's usually people who consider themselves progressives or in the squad. I don't know if Maxwell Frost is officially a member of the squad, but we need more of this. Watch this moment from yesterday, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
You asked multiple questions.
I did not ask him a question.
You certainly did. You said, did you see this?
Time has expired. Gentleladies, time's expired. Chair now recognizes Mr. Frost from Florida.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before I get into it, it's interesting to hear my colleague just now talk about disavowing white supremacists when in 2022, she spoke at an event led by white supremacist and white nationalist Nick Fuentes, and when asked about it, doubled down on it and said, we're going to focus on people, not labels. So get out of here with that damn hypocrisy. And doctors...
More of that. That is what we need. You call a Nazi, you call a white nationalist, you call a rabid conspiracy theorist what she is, and that is all those things. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a clear and present danger to a functioning government for a host of different reasons. Most notably the fact that she accepts invitations to Nazi conferences hosted by little Nazi pukes like Nick Fuentes, not like Nick Fuentes, Nick Fuentes. We need more of this. We need more of jettisoning of this glad-handing nonsense in Congress. And tell the truth. On the record, on the congressional record, in committee. We need more of this. It is, I don't consider it brave, but it's absolutely a public service. Marjorie Taylor Greene, it needs to be reminded to everyone, someone who is or was, before it was dismissed yesterday, an impeachment manager on the impeachment. She's the one who wants to get rid of Mike Johnson because he's not radical enough for her. And she has given immense power and influence in this Republican Party. The most radical members of the most radical party we have love this woman. They're here for the things she has to say, for the things that she introduces, for the causes that she backs, for the people that she accepts invitations to speak at their conferences. Nick Fuentes. She's a white Christian nationalist. At the very least, she's a Nazi sympathizer who had no understanding of the events of World War II and the Holocaust, comparing mask wearing during a global pandemic that killed millions of people to Jews being forced to wear the Star of David during the Holocaust, where 6+ million were murdered. So we can dispense with the bullshit. We can dispense with the my good friend across the aisle. She's nobody's friend unless you're a Nazi, unless you're a Trump. Not much difference there, but that's where we are. My lesson for the day, I guess. What do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, as always, daily@dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. We can also just mix it up in the comments, have a conversation there that will trigger YouTube to share my content with new prospective audience members, and you can help in that way. If you would like to take it a step further and support this work monetarily, for $2 a month, you can become a channel member right here on YouTube. Click the join button below, see what's involved. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Those are great ways to help support this work, and I would appreciate it very much. Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore. This one's stuck in my craw. Anyway, I love and appreciate you. Thanks for engaging today. I'll see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.